Welcome to See the World with Chris, Saturday Night Live edition. Tonight, I have another special guest star on from Carnival Piano Bar entertainer, Steve Dooks. I will go ahead and bring him right on in. Welcome to the show, Steve.
Hey, Chris, it's great to be here. Great to be here. What are we doing tonight?
I just thought we would kick around and try to have, like we were sitting around a piano bar.
That sounds like fun to me.
Music and stuff.
Yeah, that's working for me. I'm kind of missing the piano bar right now. I'm loving this.
So I'm having a little trouble hearing you when you speak. I know when you played the piano when we tested it works great, but
Okay.
So I did want to ask you before we get too far into the music. So I guess you played with Carnival. You've also played on Holland America.
Yeah.
I've read your bio here. It's pretty impressive. Some of the places that you've sung. Some of your CD has gone national on public radio, and
That's right. Yeah.
So I guess just tell us a little bit about yourself, and what's been going on.
Well, what's been going on is I've been playing the piano, practicing, and trying to get ready to get to see again in the piano bars. I'm working on producing another fellow's album, a guy that works over at Royal Caribbean, and so we're working on a project together. Currently, I'm also playing on Facebook Live at a restaurant here where I'm at, way up north in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. And I'm playing at a restaurant called 73, and we're waiting to get back to sea.
Yeah. Do you think you will go if you get the call?
Oh, absolutely. Sure will. Would you?
I definitely would. I'm ready to cruise right now.
Oh,
I've got one booked in February, for the matter of fact.
Oh, I'm not going to cross my fingers too long because I won't be able to play the piano.
Well, let's see. Trying to look. We got some chats coming in. Y'all start sending your request in for Stevie, and we'll go off of that. I guess your current gig is you're playing where? It's at a restaurant and bar.
Yeah, restaurant and bar, because there's not really the bar going on because we have to have the social distancing. So it works really well at a restaurant right now, and it's working for me. There's a lovely, beautiful grand piano there, and what we do is there's requests all over the tables, and people just send the requests up to the piano, and I play them for everybody.
Nice.
Kind of like tonight, but they're not virtual requests; they're real.
All right. Well, I know when we did our test the other night, you did a song that's going to be my request. I'm going to hold that off for just a little bit.
All right.
That's a great song that you done. So we'll save that for a little bit. But
okay.
Let me see if we have anything coming in.
While you look at that, I think I got the perfect song to get us going. Taking us right back to the piano bar. Setting up in cause for the birds you see. I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for each other on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try. about my memory. Some happy, some sad. Think of all the dreams as children we had. We live happily ever after. So the story goes. Somehow we missed out on that pot of gold, but we'll try. Oh Lord, yes, we'll try. And I know we'll carry on. Gathering of angels appearing above my head. They sang to me their song of hope, and this is what they said. They said we wanna come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. All right. Somebody said they have a cat named Sticks. Oh, I think this is great inspiration for everybody that wants to sail, don't you? I thought that they were angels, but to our surprise, they climbed aboard their starship sailor ship and headed towards the sky. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. There you go. Hopefully that gets us all in the sailing mood anyway, all right?
Yeah, that sounded great.
Do we have, and we're going to be doing requests tonight, right, Chris?
Yes, we do. We have one request already. We got Piano Man.
I always tell people I can play the piano. Stop calling me man. All right. There's only one way to do this, and you know what? Best request in the world, because this is what we need to do to, christen the piano bar, right? Because
all right.
When it's 9 o'clock almost on a Saturday, the crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He said, son, can you play me a melody? Not really sure how it goes, but it's sad, oh, it's sweet, and I knew it complete. When I wore a young man's clothes. Don't be afraid to sing now. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. We can hear you in spirit now. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling all right. Now Chris here on the ship, he's a friend of mine. Gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with the joke, for the light of your smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. Is that Stevie? This life is just killing me. As a smile slowly faded away from his face, he says, I would love to be cruising to Cozumel if I could get out of this place. Well, your favorite place, right? La, 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Paul is a real estate novelist. Never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, still in the Navy. Probably will be for life. All right, you got it, you got it. Little blues next, yes. And waitress is practicing politics, and the businessmen loading its stone. Well, they're sharing a drink, they got loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Da, 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good night for a Saturday, so I think everybody should smile. 'Cause I hope that it's we that are getting together, you see, virtually, to forget about life for a while. And at this very moment, the piano sounds like we're on Carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. Sitting alone in the bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. Got us feeling alright. Chris, you want me to do another one? I see your request just came up here right now.
Yeah, that sounds good. Papa Mozo's got something he requested. Blues Nice Tenor Box. Sweet Home.
Yeah, he wants a little. That same old place, sweet home Chicago. 1 and 1 is 2, 6 and 2 is 8. Come on, now, baby, don't you make me wait. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago. 6 and 2 is 8, 8 and 8, 16. Come on now, baby, don't you see what I mean? Hey, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? Can I play? You know what I'm thinking, Chris? I'm thinking I need to channel a little bit of Jerry Lee Lewis, and I'll tell you why. Because I got my two-tone shoes on. And you don't wear two-tone shoes. Right? You don't wear your two-tone shoes unless you're going to show them off. to that same old place, sweet home Chicago. Back to that same old place. All right, Lord, sweet home Chicago. I was tired of my lady. We've been together too long. Like a worn-out recording of a favorite song. So I lay there beside her. I ripped the paper in bed. And in the personal column, there was this letter that read, if you like pina coladas on a cruise ship and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, and if you have half a brain, if you love making love at midnight in a dirty summer cave, then I'm the look that you look for. Write to me and escape. I didn't think about my lady. I know it sounds kind of mean, but me and my old lady, well, we've fallen into the same old humdrum routine. So I wrote to the paper, took out a personal ad, and though I'm nobody's poet, I thought it wasn't half bad. 'Cause I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. I am not into yoga, I am into champagne. I gotta meet you by tomorrow, girl, and cut through all this red tape at a bar called Valley's, where we'll plan our escape. So I waited with high hopes, and she walked in the place. I could tell in a moment by the smile on her face, it was my own lovely lady. She said, oh, it's you. No, she didn't. She said, oh, it's you. And we left for a moment. I said, I never knew that you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain and the smell of the ocean and the taste of champagne, that you like making love at midnight in a true summer cave. And the love that I looked for, come with me and escape. Yes, you're the love that I look for, come with me and escape. You're the love that I look for, come with me and escape. You're the love that I look for, come with me and escape. There you go. Thanks, Chris.
Well, Ronnie from Life is Good Today wants to know, can you do some Kiss?
Sure can do some Kiss, you know, especially dedicated to everybody that likes to rock and roll all night.
There you go.
You show us everything you got. I bet it, baby, when it's quite a lot. And you drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. And you say you want another spin. The party's just begun, we let you in. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. I can hear you. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. And you say that you've been mine for a while, but baby, baby, well, I like your style. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. it. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. You know what? I feel the harmonica solo coming on. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night. And guess what? And pirate every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Woo!
Nice. So Steve, I was looking at your bio. One of the things that it talks about is that you never took any formal piano lessons.
No, I didn't. Isn't that funny? I mean, you know, I had maybe one or two lessons, but I had a lot of teachers. You know, my father, he was a piano player, and he used to play. He was a piano player and he was a taxi driver, and so he would, you know, drive taxi during the day, and he would play at the Legions and dance halls and stuff like that. And my sister studied classical piano, so believe it or not, I was never allowed near the piano, right? Because you got one piano and two people that wanted to play all the time. So my mom got me a guitar, so I started out to play the guitar, and then as it progressed, as I got older, I started to get into acting as well. And then I got a part in a show, and the director said, well, you know, you'd be good for the part, but we really need somebody that, you know, could play the piano. And I went, well, what, you know, what's the show about and everything? He said, well, it's a review of, like a Flappers review of the 30s of, you know, like The Great Gatsby and everything. And you would have to play, you know, tunes like every honeybee feels with jealousy when you see out with me. Your perfection, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose. You know, like that kind of stuff. And Charleston, you know. And so these were all songs that my dad played every night. So I kind of knew the words already, and I knew most of the songs, and so it was nothing to go and, you know, pick them out on the piano. So I got the role, and then it was like a summer stock kind of thing where we did 80 shows, and every night I was playing the piano, and every night I was playing the piano. And then when I got back to school, the phone would ring in my dorm back in the old days before cell phones. And it would be like, somebody be like, you know, are you the Steve guy that plays the piano? And I was like, well, no. He goes, no, I saw you in the show. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, you play the piano. We want to hire you to play the piano.
Nice.
Okay. And then, you know, somebody came along and they wanted me to play the part of Jerry Lee Lewis. And at that point I thought, oh, baby, there's a whole lot of singing going on here. And it went on from there. So, every time I got a show, I learned more about the piano. And then the piano became, you know, it became the love of my life, I guess. And I became a student of the piano. So I just, I couldn't get enough of it, you know, whether it was Jerry Lee Lewis or whether it was George Gershwin. You know, I loved it all. I loved it all.
Yeah. So that was another thing I was going to bring up, was that says that you played for is it Brussels?
Oh, yeah, for Canada. I played at the embassy in Brussels, yes, because where I'm from, we have a huge fishing industry, and in Brussels every year they have the biggest fishing conference in the world, and so Canada always threw a party every year, and they wanted Canadian, you know, somebody from Canada to play, and so they flew me over and I played there. At the embassy for a big party that they, threw for everybody involved in the conference. Oh, Laura. All right. I can do that for you. Yeah. You just want to see my two-tone shoes again. Here, I'll have to show you. You know, here, wait now. You see, this is I brought these along just for Jerry Lee. Just
There
to
we
play
go.
like, right? You said my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will. Oh, what a hell, and I goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Now just cause I thought it was funny. Kept on walking, you left me, honey. You changed my mind. Love is kind of silly. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. You kiss me, baby. I feel good. Love me, baby. Like a love should. You're kind, you're fine. Like a telescope that you're mine. You chew my nails, I'm doing my bones. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm sure it's fun now. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Say the goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I don't know if you can see him or not. Goodness gracious, balls of fire. You kiss me, baby. Feels good. Oh, baby. I'm holding on you like a love should. You can, so fine. Like the tempest swell as you're my. And you my names and I'm doing my moves. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm sure it's fun now. Come on, baby. Drive me crazy, say the goodness gracious, great balls of fire. There you go.
Very nice. So, in addition to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
How many cruises have you done?
I have done 11.
11.
Yes.
Let me ask you, have you ever missed the ship?
No. Well,
Do you know anybody?
unless you count this year getting one canceled on me.
No, I mean, have you ever missed all aboard?
No, I have not.
You've never, and you don't know anybody who's missed all aboard.
I've seen some videos.
Right. I mean, I think that might be a good question to throw out to everybody out there. Has anybody ever missed the ship?
Yeah. Or my favorite are the pier runners.
Pier runners.
The ones that are late getting back to the ship.
Right.
Now, I definitely won't be late getting to the ship because I think about the ship 6 months before it ever leaves.
Yeah.
But you get in Cozumel or somewhere like that, and you got all the drinking there. It's like if the ship's supposed to leave at 4, it's a lot of fun to sit on the balcony and watch the one stagger in.
That's the perfect word. You know what? I remember cruising out of Long Beach and into Ensenada, and I wrote a song which I used to tell people this may or may not be based on a true story. Have you ever been to Ensenada?
No, I have not. I have been to LA, but have not been to Ensenada.
All right. So Ensenada, of course, is in Mexico, and they have a big, huge place. Like, Cozumel has, the Three Amigos?
Yeah.
And over in Ensenada, they have a place called Papas and Beer. So I wrote a song about Ensenada and Papas and Beer that I'll play, and I think it's not one that I play everywhere, but I think cruisers can relate to it, and keep in mind the people running for the pier, and like you said, all those people, the staggerers. And if you just go to YouTube and you Google my name, this song comes up YouTube, Ensenada on Sunday.
All right.
I thought it started out fine. Me and a few buds and poppers and beers, looking for a good time. But then the suds kicked in, my memory got a little thin. I think I was working my way over the line. Met a senorita, told me her name was Tequila. Now I got no money and just a bed sheet for my clothes. I woke up wearing girls' pantyhose. And so on Sunday, Lord, I hope it'll be alright. 'Cause I ain't pretending, I just don't remember that Ensenada Saturday night. I may have arrived by water. Maybe that's why I can't find my keys on my car. But after papas and beer, well, I didn't see any ship at the pier. So I headed on back to the bar. And after that, I got nothing. A dim recollection of one fine day. All I know is I woke up in girls' pantyhose, singing, sitting on the dock of the bay. It's on Sunday. Lord, I hope it'll be alright. 'Cause I ain't pretending, I just don't remember that it's on a Saturday night. And at one point there must have been karaoke. Must have sung a go-to tune. Oh, now my breath smells like an ashtray and I don't even smoke. And my hair smells like cheap perfume. Was there Spanish dancing? Or something a little bit more discreet that got to my head? Oh, now I've got no money or shoelaces in my belt in my pants. And I hope the judge appreciates my circumstance. Since it's on Sunday, Lord, I hope it'll be alright. 'Cause I ain't pretending, I just don't remember that Ensenada Saturday night. Was it the brand of tequila? Or papas and beer that had me insane? But if I ever find out how I wound up in here, well, you know, I'd probably do it all again. Ensenada on Sunday. Lord, I hope it'll be alright. 'Cause I ain't pretending, I just don't remember my Ensenada Saturday night. You know, I could still finish my vacation if I get probation from my Ensenada Saturday night. But if the judge says no way, well, I'll see you in 30 days from my Ensenada Saturday night. I think everybody should have an Ensenada Saturday night. Oh, my Ensenada Saturday night.
Nice. So you wrote that?
I wrote that, yeah. But you know what? I played in the piano bar. It's a fun little song, and I say, this may or may not be based on a true story. And one, how did you know? Well, it's a funny thing you said. You said that because there was a woman. I always say this may or may not be based on a true story, and I could see this woman sitting over in the corner of the piano. She just turning red like a lobster. And I said, were you ever in Ensenada? And she just nodded her head. I said, did you go to Papa's and Beer? She said, I said, did you miss the ship? And she said, it was my 40th birthday.
That's funny.
So it may or may not be based on a true story. Well, I know I just saw a flash across the screen where somebody said, how do you know? So I'm pretty sure more than one person may have missed the ship.
Yep.
In Ensenada, and I'm sure there are a lot of pier runners and people that missed the ship in Cozumel as well. And it's missed the ship from anywhere? Hello? Are we still on?
Sorry about that. We're still going, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, good to have you back. think the screen just kind of flipped for a moment, so we're just hanging out here. So what do we talk about now?
Well, so obviously you've done a lot of different things. One of the things that I was also reading in your bio, so you do a lot of jazz.
I do jazz. Yeah. Do you like
so,
jazz?
I do. I like your more contemporary, funky jazz.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like jazz. I've got a lot of jazz in my bones.
All right. Well, you know what I always think about what I think is the quintessential jazz piano song. I always think of Dave Brubeck.
Yeah.
You know, and when I think about Dave Brubeck, I think about Take 5. I also think about Al Jarreau when you say contemporary and funky, you know, because he was one of the greatest jazz singers. And I'm thinking for contemporary funk and smooth jazz. And he wrote some words for this song, so maybe I'll do that. But if you want to take some time out with me, you can take 5. You can take 5. Stop your crazy day and take some time out and see. I'm alive. I am alive. Don't go out of my way just to sit my hand say a single word do you say. It's a pantomime and out of time. Still I know what I lies to me. Turns a tingle down to my feet. When your smile's my still dispute, setting me on my way. Your name is tender and so polite. You could offer a life. Start a real jazz conversation. You might, you could define. He never missed the ship, but he missed the plane. Lost all his cash in his wallet. Didn't wake up in women's pantyhose, did you? Going out of my way, just to pass by every city. Not a single bird you see. It's a man of mine, and out of time, still don't know what I rise to me. When the tingle down to my cheek, when you smile, it's my thing, just keep sending me on my way. Won't be better to be not so polite. You could offer a ride. Start a little jazz conversation. You might, you did fine. You did fine. You did fine. You did fine.
All right. Well, how about a little Crocodile Rock?
Oh, you said Elton John. Okay, well, you know, I mean, because this is such a special occasion, you know, I might have to pirate Elton's book to do this, okay? You know what? Here we go. You know what? I wore this on a cruise in Alaska, and somebody tried to kill it to save me. All right, what do we got here? What do we have? Oh, yes, here we go. There we go. All right, here.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, where the glasses? Yep.
I remember when I was young, me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skimming stones. Had a book brown Chevy and a dress of my own, but the biggest kick I ever got was through the bank on the Crocodile Road, while the other two were rocking round that road. We were humming and piping to the Crocodile Rock. It was a crocodile again, the song that shouts you when your feet just can't keep still. I never been a better time, but I guess I never will. Those Friday nights when But the years went by and that cracker up down and Susie went and lived and falls on for a guy. Long nights crying by the rhythm machine, dreaming of a Chevy in my own blue jeans. Looking at the kids with a guy, burning up to the crocodile brow. Doing fast as things will pass. He really thought the crocodile roll would rest and was it. Turn out all the song and shout, she will be just can't keep still. Oh, now I be a better time, and I guess I did my way on. Those Friday nights with Susie Wolf, this is Saturday. I'm on the side, I am French. Encore. I remember when I was young, me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skimming stones. A little wrong Chevy and a bed of my own, both the biggest kicker ever got. We soon to bang on the crocodile brawl, while the blood the kids were rocking round that clock. We were howling about to do the crocodile running was a crocodile rocking the song that sounded when you read just can't keep still. And I want to be a better time, and I get on down my well. Those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight, but I rock it on the But you know the thing about Elvis, or Elton Presley, or Elvis John. Elton John is like a bag of potato chips, Chris. You can't just have one.
Right.
So, blue jean baby, LA lady, seamstress for the band, pretty smile, a pirate smile. She married a music man, a ballerina. You must have seen her. Birds in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me. And it dancing in my hand. Jesus Christ, out on the street, and a pair of time for gone. Let's see the smiles as she turns her head. The boulevard is so hard, and I'm in that nightgown. The place to stand. In the auditorium, let's stand up on Shepard songs, but she knows the tune she hums. And oh, how great that feels lying here, no one near, only you. And you can hear me when I say it softly, slowly. I love the rocks on tiny dancer. I can't forget lights on the highway. And never down in the sheets are down. Had a busy day today. Hey kids, that's about to change the weather. We're killing that again tonight, so stick around. We're gonna have that again, six on the walls of sound. Carry on, have the freedom, yeah. Oh, well, it's us, it's out. Benny and the Jets. Well, find out when and they're wonderful. But the brothers who really came. She got a little boots. I'm always suit, you know, a ribbon in a magazine. Benny and the Jets. Oh yeah, can I play? Carry on, have you seen them yet? I said, who will be so spaced out? Benny and the Jets. I said, oh, by they win and they wanna fall. Well, now that's who really came. She's got a little boots. I'm always suit, you know, I'm in it in a magazine. Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. There you go.
Nice.
So do we have it? How are we doing? Do we have time for more stories?
Yeah, we got at least another 10 minutes, and if we want to go longer than an hour, we're good with that. If you are,
We can if we feel like it, right?
yeah,
We're on vacation right now. We can do whatever we want.
that's right. There is there may be a few drop out that there's another couple of channels that go live on the next hour. So I don't want to intrude too much on them, but I'm totally at your pleasure. So if you want to go longer, I'm good for it.
Well, you know what I say? Like, I mean, I love company, but I don't take attendance. So I do have a funny story though. Now that we're here, because all kinds of different situations, and there's situations where people miss the ship. This was one of the most unique stories. The most unique story, I think, that I've been doing, cruise ships for about 10 years. And I started out with Holland America playing, doing a jazz trio. And we used to play early in the evening. We play for the ballroom dancers. And then later on, we play, later towards the evening, we play more kind of standard jazz and stuff like that. And outside, But so we had a trio. We had an upright bass player and a drummer. And we just finished our first set, and the drummer and the bass player were heading out. They're going to go grab a coffee on the Lido deck, and I was heading right behind them. And a gentleman, he said to me, "Excuse me, young feller, I want to have a word with you. Come over here." Already, he's my most favorite guy on the ship because he called me young.
Yeah, the Holland America, their average age is what, in the 60s?
That's right. So, but I still, I enjoy being called a young fellow. But anyway, he sits me down and he wants to pay me a compliment. So you can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he wants to pay me a compliment, and he says, "You can't beat the music that you guys are playing." And I said, "Well," I said, "thanks. I appreciate it." I said, it's hard to compete with songs that have withstood the test of time. George Gershwin, Cole Porter, and he says to me, he says, yeah. He says, "My cousin, she writes songs, but they're nothing like this. And I said, well, as an aspiring songwriter, it's very hard to compete with the likes of Hoagie Carmichael, Harold Arlen, you know, and he says, oh, no, he said, don't get me wrong. She done all right for herself. And I said, oh, who's your cousin? And he says, well, her name's Diane Warren. And I went, oh, the most prolific female songwriter of the 20th century. Right. And I said, wow. I said, yes, your cousin has, she certainly has done all right for herself. I said, you know, she's probably worth millions. And he shook his head and he said, no, son, no. No, she's worth billions. But I still like the stuff that you play better. That's
well, there you go.
I said, have you ever heard a song that your cousin wrote? And he said, well, I can't really recall any off the top of my head. I think he was baiting me at this point in time. But he says, I can't really recall anything off the top of my head. We go down to her place in LA and she plays. I said, would you like to hear a song that your cousin wrote? And he went, you know a song that my cousin wrote? And I was thinking, you know, if I could turn back time, I could, you know, I'm thinking all these songs are running through my head. I'm going, yeah, I mean, I made a one or two. So I sat down at the piano and I said to everybody, I said, does anybody know what movie this song is from? I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch the air while you were sleeping by a faraway dreaming. Close your heart with me. Stay awake together. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. I don't close my eyes. I don't fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Even in that dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I just miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, wondering what it is you're dreaming. Wondering if it's me you're seeing, and then I kiss your eyes, and I think I've been together. Every moment's there with you is a moment I treasure. I don't know this thing, close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Even if I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna miss one smile. I don't wanna miss one kiss. I just wanna be close in your arms, just like this. I just wanna hold you close, feel your body next to mine, and stay locked here forever, till the end of time. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't miss a thing. But in that dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Yeah, smile. The sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. And all the time I'm singing this song, Chris, he's filming it with his phone. Miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a so the band comes back, and we do a couple of songs, and he stands up, and he says, you know, I filmed this and I sent it to her. And I went, oh. And a couple songs later, he stands up again on his phone. He says, you know, I got a reply. I said, oh, well, what did she say? And he says, he turns around, he reads it, and he says, well, hey, Stevie, thanks for knowing one of my songs. Thanks for playing it for my cousin. Have a great gig, Diane.
Nice.
It's a nice story, isn't it? It's a funny story.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I noticed while I was doing that we got a request for Prince, When Doves Fly.
Yeah.
Oh, golly, you know what? I don't know if I know the words to When Doves Fly, but I'll tell you what.
Or any Prince is fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll do another Prince song with a lot of the same notes.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Why don't I do that? And then, you know, I just noticed it's getting late, and I do want to do your song before we sign off. And I know what the request is.
Okay.
And so I'm going to do both of these songs together because it looks like we're getting close to end time. Are we? I heard the bell but we can go a little bit over.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
That's great.
I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted to see you once I'm laughing again. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I promise you I'll get When Doves Fly for the next time. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. I never wanted to be your weekend lover. I wanted to you're some kind of friend. Maybe I can never steal you from another. It's such a shame that our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. Thanks, man. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Honey, I know the times are changing. We all need to reach out for something new. That means you too. You say you want to leave him, but you can't make up your mind. You better close and let me take you to the purple rain. A purple rain, purple rain. Oh, I can hear you guys all singing. I can hear it. I can hear it, people. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. All right, now everybody, I want you to sing with me on this next one. I want you to sing so loud that I can hear you through my window, even though we're miles apart. It's kind of one of those transcendental spiritual things. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes to the skies and sing. I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy, 'cause it's easy go, little high, little low. Anywhere the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. To me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled the trigger, now he's dead. My life has just begun, and now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Oh, I can hear you singing. Too late, night's light is gone. Send shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Got my feeling on the heart and face that's rude. I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. I see the little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, and you do the fandango, and the bullet lightning, every lightning. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from his monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Please no, no, let him go. Please no, let me go. Please no, let me go. Will not let me go. Will not let me never, never, never go. No, 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 no. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. He is about as a devil, but a sight for me, for me, for me. Say you think you can stop me and spit in my eye. Say you think you can love me and leave me to die. Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here. Oh yes, oh yes, oh. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Man,
Well,
I love that
this has been fun,
song.
Chris.
I'm sorry.
I said this has been fun, really fun.
It has been fun, and I hope to have you on again sometime.
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to. You know, and if I could just bring a small tidbit of the spirit of cruising to everybody watching. I'm very, very happy to do that. That brings joy in my heart, and I can't wait until we all get together again on the cruise ship when all of this.
I definitely hope to get to see you on a ship, and and that was part of what my plan was for doing these lives, is to do a couple of things. I want to bring a bit of the cruise life to us, because we're missing it. I want to help the cruising community out. I mean, you guys have had a complete, change of, your work and everything, so, if any of these tips, help you out, I know it's not much, but, if you're not doing anything and sitting around and can, entertain us and, work for a couple of dollars, and, it's kind of like being at the piano bar, right?
Well, it's not like being at the piano bar, but at the moment, it's the next best thing.
Right. Exactly.
But
and I know we can't come close to, paying your salary, or anything, but, just to, every little bit helps.
It's not about the money, Chris. I mean, for me, look, I love my job. I love you guys. It's fabulous. And if this is all we can do right now until we cruise again, well then, they say that this too shall pass, but that's okay. I'm happy with this, and I'm happy to entertain you guys. And as a matter of fact, I would like to do one more song.
Sure.
For everybody that's watching. I know we're oh my gosh, we're way over. Sorry, I promise I won't do it again. I'm new at this, okay? Nobody gave me a program. I didn't know how long we were, but I wrote one more song for you and for everybody that's listening. And it goes like this. Farewell, let's drink a toast to everything that we've had. 'Cause I know when a change comes, it's both good and sometimes sad. But keep spirits high, just like a sail, and let the wind whisk us away. And we'll meet at another time. Love to see you guys too on another fine day. Till then we'll sail off till I see you again. Then I'll smile when I think of you, my friends. For I know that sometimes lives take different bends, but we'll meet at another time before our journey ends. For there'll always be two roads, each one gets its chance. But the one that's last walked upon, that makes all the difference. So farewell, but not goodbye, for I'll send my love with you. I know we'll meet again someday. We'll talk what we've been through. Till then, keep spirits high, just like the sail takes us to another shore. So God bless and keep you always, and go with you forevermore. Till then we'll sail off till I see you again. And I'll cry when I think of you, my friends. For I know that sometimes our lives take different bends. But we'll meet at another time, and we'll sing at another time. We will meet at another time before ends, and we'll be sailing. We'll be sailing far away across the sea. We'll be sailing no more stormy waters. I'll be near you. We'll be free.
Nice.
All
So
right.
we've got several other people talking about they need to get you on their Thirsty Thursday show.
Oh, love
And
it. I'm always thirsty on Thursdays.
and then we got another one saying he'd love to have. No, that's a good comment too. Wasn't what I was looking for. Yeah. So Hani was also saying, or the Beats Life was also saying they need to get you on their show. So you may have started something.
Well, I hope so. I hope we can get us, we can get the virtual cruising going. Maybe we'll have enough people to fill a ship.
Sure, sounds good. Well,
Let's do it. Well, you can always friend me on Facebook. It's
sure,
Steve
sure.
Dooks.
And I can I can send you your info if you're interested, and I would love to have you back on my show again.
Oh, Chris, come on, anytime. You just say the word and I'm here.
Well, you've been so gracious, and I appreciate your time. So, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. I've got one little quick trailer. If you want to stick around after the trailer for a second, we can talk in the green room. But I'll close out with a little trailer. But so we. I don't know if you've seen any of our videos, but we just got back from a trip to Cancun, and we've been putting some of those videos out. I just put another one out a few days ago. I guess it's been a week ago. I've got one more I got to get out, but we are going back to Cancun and going for 8 days instead of 4, and we've got quite a crew going with us. So I'm going to leave y'all with the trailer for our Cancun trip coming up.
All right. Bye, everybody.